starting with the chapter 4, that is pressure in fluids and atmospheric pressure. First of all, let us see what do you mean by pressure. Now suppose this is a surface, okay, and there are many forces acting on it, say from here, here and here, okay. Now this particular force, I'll change the color so that you understand. This particular force is the force which is perpendicular, okay. Rest all you see they are acting obliquely, slanting, but this one is straight, that is 90 degrees. Then this force is known as thrust. So what is thrust? Thrust is nothing but a force that is acting perpendicular to the surface. That is known as thrust. So thrust is the force acting normal. Normal means perpendicular on a surface. So the thrust exerted by a body on a surface is nothing but the weight of the body. Why? Because suppose this is the surface, now any body will stand always straight. Even when you stand on the weight machine, you are told to stand straight. Why? Because only if you stand straight, your entire body weight can be measured. So thrust is nothing but the body weight of a object exerted on a surface. Okay. So suppose this is a surface and this is a body straight standing, then the thrust will be equal to its weight. Okay. Now this thrust is always directed downwards, so it has got a direction. So thrust is a vector quantity. Now let us see the units of thrust. In the MKS system, the unit of thrust is Newton. Thrust is a force. So MKS system में Newton, CGS system dyne. Okay. And you know the conversion, that is 1 Newton is equal to 10 raised to 5 dynes. 10 raised to 5 dynes. 1 Newton is 10 raised to 5 dynes. You also know about, yesterday we studied kgf, 1 kilogram force is equal to 9.8 Newton. 1 gram force is equal to 980 dynes. So this is the conversion. Now let us study what do you mean by pressure. Suppose this is a surface and this is one object giving thrust to this. Okay. Then your pressure P is equal to the thrust. Sorry. It is equal to the thrust upon the area on which it is working. Now what is the area on which it is working on the surface? It is this much area. It is working on this much area. How much area is in contact? Okay. Suppose this area is say 20 meters square and this force is say 10 newtons. So your pressure will be what? Pressure will be equal to 10 upon 20, that is equal to 0.5. Okay. Now what will be the unit of pressure? The unit of pressure will be, the thrust is what? Newton. Newton upon meter square. Okay. Now this Newton upon meter square can also be written as Pascal. Okay. We are giving a new name to this, that is Pascal, to honor the scientist. Pascal is the name of a scientist. Okay. Short form we write P and small a. Don't write only P. We write P and small a. Full you will write complete Pascal, but then P will be small. You know the nomenclature, how to write it, the rules. So what is pressure? Pressure is thrust upon area. That is the force or the thrust acting per unit area surface. That is known as the pressure. Now let us see something more about pressure. Now suppose this is the surface, okay, and we are having two bodies which are exactly equal, their weights are same, okay, but here we are keeping it like this and one we are keeping it like this, okay. इसका भी weight है say 10 Newton. This is also 10 Newton. Okay. So the thrust exerted by both are same. Thrust is nothing but the body weight and both body weight is same. So both are giving the same thrust. Now what about the area? Now if you see the area of this particular, I'll take area by a different color. Now this area is only so much. Where here the area is so much. Okay. So now pressure is thrust upon area. Okay. Thrust upon area. Now here the thrust is same for both. Okay. Let us calculate P1 as the pressure exerted by the first position. This is first position. This is second position. So the pressure exerted in the first case will be thrust upon area, that is 10 upon area. And what will be P2? The pressure exerted by the second one. That is also thrust upon area. So 10 upon uska area. Now naturally this area is small. This area is going to be big. So this one is small and this one is big. Now, so what will happen ultimately? This value P2 will become greater than P1 because numerator is same but the denominator is more of P2. So in the denominator if you have got more value then the overall value becomes less, like 1 upon 3, 1 upon 5. 1 upon 5 will be smaller than 1 upon 3. So P2 is greater than P1. So you can see that, 1 minute. Sorry. P2 is less than, 1 minute. P2 will be less than P1. P1 is greater than P2. Why P1 will be greater? Because the area of P1 is less and the area of P2 is more. So this one is going to exert more pressure. This one will exert more pressure. So you can see that if the area is less, the pressure is more. If the area is more, the pressure is less. The weight is same of both. Okay. And that is why there are so many examples we can give. For example, a needle or a knife. Okay. Now you know how a needle is. A needle is something like this. Now this tip is pointed. Now if you are trying to put this needle inside through a cloth, it will be easier to put it through this particular part, the thinnest part. Okay. If you try to do it from here, it will not go. From here it will go easily. Why? Because the needle is the same, the weight of the needle is same, but now this is going to touch a very small part of the cloth. That is, the area is going to be less. So the pressure will be more. But if you reverse it, now it is going to be in contact with more area of the cloth. So the pressure will become less. So always remember, more the area, less will be the pressure. Okay. So this is, and the units also I have told you, Pascal, or it is Newton per meter square. And in CGS, let us see the CGS system. Now pressure, we will see the units. MKS and CGS. So MKS and CGS. MKS I told you it is Newton per meter square. So here it will be what? Dyne per centimeter square. Now this can be written as Pascal also. But here you don't have any other name. So these are the units in CGS and this. And if the thrust, that is force, is measured in gram force, then it will become, here it will become kg F per meter square. And here it will become gx per centimeter square. Okay. Now there is one more unit which is your bar and millibar. Okay. Where 1 bar is equal to 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. Okay, then you have millibar. Now 1 millibar is equal to 10 raised to minus 3 bar. That is 1 bar is equal to 10 raised to 3 millibar. So 1 millibar will be how much? 1 millibar will be 10 raised to 2 Newton per meter square. Okay. So these are your